How you doing, everyone? Turkey Buzzard here. Hope you're having a good day. Well, I'm back here at Oberlin Station, and if you saw my Oberlin train station video, you'll notice this place looks awful bare. I wanted to come back here before the build, and obviously I had to do that by using another playthrough. But I wanted to come back before the build because I had some requests to show people how I was able to tilt that train car on the tracks. So we're going to go up here and get this train car, and in order to do this you need 3 mods: the Copypasta mod, you need the extended borders mod to allow you to come up here while you're in your workshop mode, and you need the scrap that settlement mod to allow you to select those train cars. I was up here earlier and killed these feral ghouls, and there were also a couple super mutants in that tunnel down there, so I got rid of them. But using the scrap that settlement mod, you can select these train cars, and when you do, they pop up into their normal position. Same idea with this train car. Now when you try to turn this object using your left and right trigger buttons, you'll notice it spins in the normal direction. However, I don't want it to. I want it to tilt onto these train tracks. So I'll bring it down here and get it in somewhere near the position I'm looking for. It's awful shaky, isn't it? Let's get it somewhere near the position we're looking for. I use the place anywhere mod to allow me to place it. Now I want to get this sort of lined up with the tracks. So once I get it in position with the tracks, I'll go down and look at it from this end. That looks like it might be fairly close right there. So that's what we're going to work with. And in order to do this, I need the Copypasta post. Now if you have the mod, you'll always find that in the special section. And it'll always be the last thing in the specials tab. Now I have the Crimson Rider's unique furniture mod, and all his stuff ends up in the specials tag also. So I have to get past all that stuff in order to get to the Copypasta post. Crimson Rider has a lot of really neat stuff in this section, and I would recommend his mod. But anyways, we finally reached the Copypasta post. And notice when I place it, there's this little box right here. Now I'm only going to deal with how to tilt this. This Copypasta mod will do a lot of things, but for this week I'm just going to show you how to tilt this train car. Now notice there's a little box around this. If you select that box using your A button and you move back just slightly and then release it with the B button, it opens up the settings menu. And using the A button you can switch from copy to move or back. I like to use copy because if I mess up and have to delete a train car, I always have a copy of it. So I'm going to leave it on copy and I'm going to exit this menu. Now I need to select this train car in the Copypasta mode. So in order to do this, what you do is you hit the A to select it, you pause the game, and then hit the B button twice. Now that is selected in the Copypasta mode. You can tell because it looks like it's on fire. Now if I select this post, not the box, just the post, if I select that and wait for a minute, it'll change back to its normal color, and that tells me that the object has been copied. However, I don't just want to copy it, I want to tilt it. So what I'll do is I will select this with A, and then I'll hit A and hold it, okay, and pause the game. So select, hit A and hold it, pause the game. Once you do that, release the A button and hit the B button. Now it opens the rotation menu. And as I said, normally it rotates on the Z axis, the Z axis. However, I don't want it to. I want it to rotate on the X axis. So that's what I'll do. And I'll click on the post. And notice when I use my trigger buttons, it will tilt this. Okay. Now I get it in position so that the bottom of the train car follows about the same slope as the tracks. And once I get it in position, I'll hit the A button. And that places the object. Now a problem with the Copypasta mod, notice how it buried that post. And I can't get at the little box that's on there or anything. So what do? The easiest way is to just place a new Copypasta post. And if I do that, what it does is it gets rid of the other post and it deselects the train car. Then I can store this post. There, now they're both gone. If they come back later on in the game, which they've been known to do, you can always deactivate the Copypasta. Now I'm going to move this train car, but I'm still going to keep it because if I mess up, I want to be able to have a spare train car that I can work with. So I'll place that up there for now. And this is not going to let me move this up or down simply because the global collision. So what I have to do is I have to leave my workshop mode. I have to go in and into my place anywhere mod. I turn the global collision off, and I'm going to turn it off for this game session because if I don't place it right the first time, I want to be able to move it again without having to go back in and turn the global collision off and all that again. So now that the global collision is turned off, I should be able to go back into my workshop mode and place this down onto the tracks. It takes a minute to get into the workshop mode, but now you'll notice that it keeps jumping around a little bit. That happens because of the Copypasta mod. But once I get it sort of in the position I think I might like it, I'll place it down and notice those are not quite in where I want them. So what I'll do is I'll back up a little bit so I can see it better. And try to get it into position. Now if I move this way, you're going to notice that the front wheels of the train car are going up higher in the air, and I don't want them to do that. So I'm going to move forward some and see if I can line this up a little bit. Once I get it to the spot that I think I might like it, I'll use the Place Anywhere mod to place it. And that looks fairly close. So that's how I place the train car. Now I can put doors on this like I did for my train station build. But if I do the doors, I got to do the same thing. I've got to place a door. Then I got to use the Copypasta mod to tilt the door. And then I've got to get rid of the Copypasta post so that I can put the door on the side of the train. But I'm not going to do all that. I just wanted to show you how to go about tilting objects using the Copypasta mod. And if you have problems doing it and you don't really understand it, all I can tell you is play the video again and try pausing the video and following along slowly till you get used to how to use that Copypasta post. But I think you'll find that once you get used to using it, there's a lot of things you can do with the Copypasta mod that you can't normally do in the vanilla game. But hopefully this helped you out. If it did, I'm happy. But that's pretty much how you do it. And I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week.